And we're back, guys. Perfect. My camera seems to be doing awesome. Garbear, that is a sweet emote. Where's that from? Power up R. Oh yeah, we are all about power ups. All right, so guys, this next deck that I've been working on. I haven't named it yet. I haven't named it because it is still a work in progress. But it tries to run off a card that you may not have even known existed. It's called the Zarenkov Cannon. Now this card is like so niche that there's no reason to run it as long as Colossi Cannon is in play, right? Because why? Why would you ever run anything without... It's one more damage, but it has such a stipulation. This buff is dormant unless you have a combo buff in play. This buff is dormant, meaning it doesn't rotate. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there. It is dead on board until you have a combo buff in play, right? And it's like, man, like, yeah, why would you ever lay this over Colossi Cannon? It's one less damage. Yeah, I'll take 3 damage to the face before it goes off, but I don't need to have a combo buff in play to have it rotate or do anything fun, right? Well, that's where this deck comes in play. This deck, Obfuscation. Okay, Obfuscation. This buff and 2 buffs to its left cannot be removed or returned by other heroes. So essentially, this buff and the 2 next to it are just they're stuck on board, and you cannot remove this combo buff. Which means if you want to remove the Zarenkov Cannon, you have to remove it. Now, mind you, this deck runs, you know, cards like Abyss Tentacles. It runs Toxin Assassins. It runs sticky combo or sticky buffs. So the point of the deck is to run sticky buffs on board, have at least 2 out, just any 2, doesn't matter which ones. Have 2 out. Jadewing is also an amazing card. Jadewing, defend 3 healing. Now, swapping is not removing or returning. Sticky buffs, yes. Is not removing or returning, it's swapping. Which means if I swap an action buff that is behind Obfuscation with a Zarenkov Cannon, now Zarenkov Cannon cannot be removed. And it's just going to sit there and it's going to be an inevitable 12 damage to your face. See where I'm going with this? Also, if I lay it early and someone removes it, Clockwork Construct swaps a buff. So I can swap a buff after it deals 12 damage. So essentially, like, what I can do is I can get one in the graveyard somehow if they remove it, or like a Noxian Assassin or something like that. I can Clockwork Construct them out, wait till it rotates again, clock it out, or put it in again, have all this stuff happen. And essentially just have the Zarenkov Cannons go out. Now, I do have Mimicking Horror in here, just for like 24 damage for that really big swing turn if I need it. So basically, what the prime... Thank you, Phil. I really hope so, too. I'm crossing my fingers. I've never tested this. I just theory built it and thought of it in my mind. The idea of this deck... Okay, the idea of this deck is an OTK deck, but the stipulations and the perfections of it are so hard to pull off that I don't know if it'll happen. But this is the prime example, okay? Prime example. You have an Abyss Tentacle or an Noxian Assassin or something along the lines where you have 2 buffs behind Obfuscation when you lay Obfuscation, right? You have it behind there. You have 1 Zarenkov Cannon in the discard pile, right? You lay 1 early, you lay 1 of your combo buffs to get him threatened, they remove it, yada, yada, yada. So 1 is in the discard pile, 1 is in your hand. So you lay Obfuscation, have 2 buffs behind it. Next turn, you Jadewing the 1 from your hand into play, and you Clockwork Construct the 1 from your discard pile into play. So now they're both in play, none of them can be removed. And they're just sitting there, 24 damage when they turn. Then as soon as they turn hit for 24, Mimicking Horror triggers for 1 of them for a total of 36 damage in 1 turn. That is the ideal OTK. And like I said, it is so difficult to pull off because it requires so much like timing and prep that I doubt it's going to happen. But if it does, someone needs to clip it. Because we should at least try to shoot for it 1 game, right? We should see how some of these games are going and see if we can shoot for it. We do have Regen Chamber, which is just healing, consistent until they remove it. Shadowy Supplier. I am a sick man. Out of all the OTK combos out there, out of Vinelash Mimicking Horror, which is super easy to pull off, I'm trying to pull off something similar with an action buff that no one, I can guarantee you, no one has used this card yet. Never mind, Gaway has used it 28 times. Alright. No one has used this card yet, okay? Okay? No one. No one, except for one of the creators of the game, has used this card a lot. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try and make it work. It's always the creator. He always gets the testing. But yeah, Spirit Gate, in case they like remove some combo buffs. I have Shadowy Supplier for card draw because I have a lot of sticky buffs. Now, mind you, I also run Flynamo. I run Flynamo in here because all the buffs that I'm going to potentially rotate forward are ones that I'll want to rotate forward, right? There's going to be, obviously Region Chamber not, but Shadowy Supplier, I want to rotate that thing forward. Corvidus Shade, I want to rotate that thing forward. You got Crab Rider Nelda, nice. The only one is like Atomic Avenger where I don't want to, but this is like only one that I'll lay if they remove one of my buffs. And if they do, I have Atomic Avenger in hand to heal 2, deal 2. Kind of help them dwindle down. Obviously, Abyss Tentacles in here are like if my plan goes sideways and nothing happens. But Spirit Tap is also incredibly powerful. All my combo buffs are reduced by 2. So if I lay this one down, Obfuscation now becomes 2. And as long as I have a buff next to it, like Obfuscation and Spirit Tap makes this 2. Then I really no longer need Spirit Tap, right? I can swap Spirit Tap out for a cannon or something like that. But I mean, even if it is, I can put Shroud of Night down for 1. You can't attack him for the next 2 turns. I can put Body Morph down for free. Like, all this stuff, if Spirit Tap gets behind Obfuscation, becomes ridiculous until I get the good setup for when I want to cannon and, I guess, double cannon. The only question is here is, like, do I run 3 Clockwork Constructs, which I'll find out as we play, if I run 3 because of how important it is for swapping these cards out. But we will see. We will see. I also have 1 Necro Dreadling in case, like, I don't know, I need to get stuff back in my hand, like I need to get Clockwork Constructs back, or I need to get Tentacles back, and I can't afford to swap them out. That's where the 1 comes in, where it's mainly like, okay, my cannons didn't work, I need to finish them off with Abyss Tentacles, and my Flynamo. Or I need to get Flynamo back. I Necro Dreadling my Flynamo. So Necro Dreadling is a card that I really save. Freshgen, how we doing? How we doing, sir? So, we're gonna call this Giga Cannon. And we'll jump into rank with it and we'll see how this does. I'm guessing pretty bad, but we're gonna have some fun along the way. And I named it so it got lost. There it is, my Giga Cannon. My Giga Cannon. I've had a lot of fun with General Carnage just because of his unique layout. Obviously, like, Shadow is just always going to be good. Lord Z. Playing an okay. I have no weapon removal in this deck. This could be bad. Laying Corvus Shade down early is pretty good. Gets me card draw. Actually, I think I'll use my ability and draw. I'll get the Flynamo out. Then I can Flynamo Corvus Shade. We'll see what we have. We'll see what we have. I do run 2 emergency systems, and I do run 2, the Pyrex fixers, or not the fixer, the one that heals me for potential 7. I have that. What do we have? Is it a tome? Lord Z? Fluximo. Okay, so this one is probably... This is probably straight off of New Ains. This is probably right off New Ains, in my guess. Is this an attack ability or defend? It's a defend ability. Okay. Which means he'll be able to... Oh, man, he's going to... If I don't lay a card now... Well, I don't have a card to go in the discard pile. Yeah. I mean, he's going to get really... He's going to get all his weapons out super quick. And possibly just blow me out, right? This is New Ains. This is straight up New Ain. Fluximo for it back. Yep. Interesting. Interesting. I think just drawing is fine. Ooh, another Shade. I want a Shadow Puppet. I don't think Shadow Puppet's really good in this matchup. I can get rid of Bombling, and I can get rid of So if he Fluximos again, he can kill Fluximo Wow, okay. Okay. Yep. Oh, is he just gonna Fluximo for this thing back? I bet he is. I am... Oh my god. This setup... This setup is ridiculous. So he can just Fluximo for this thing back, hit me for 8. Which actually might just put him at a standstill. If I just do this... If I just do this... Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you'll potentially, like, lower me down, but I have a Flynamo to heal for 1. So I can put you at a stalemate if all you want to do is Fluximo on that. You gotta find your way out of a loop here, buddy. Okay. Oh, well, no, it'll put the bottom one back. Okay, now his Fluximo is dead. I didn't get the card draw, but that's fine. I can Corviknight Shade. So he's not able to do the Fluximo shenanigans anymore. Noxian Assassin is good. It's really good. If he wants to remove my buffs, he can take 4. No, that's fine. You salvaging me, man. All the way. Inner Shrieker. My word, dude. Yeah, this is New Ains to a T. I wonder if Lord Z's been, like, playing this deck for a while. He knows every single move. Also, like, getting that opener was ridiculous, too, on his part. That was really good. I can just Shroud of Night. Make it so he can't attack me for a few turns. I can do that. Delay him. If the big OTK doesn't go off and you want to see the shenanigans, let me know and we can challenge my dummy account. Okay. I think we'll try this. I think we'll... Okay. I mean, I can Shadow Puppet... Well... Do I care too much about the Shadow Puppet? Or about this thing? It is card draw. I think I care about the Bombling. The damage is what really is going to hurt. He also has a Tome to draw, too, so, like... That's kind of rough. Maybe I'm... His combos are just going to blow me out of the water, too. Well, I can double Noxian Assassin. Won't really do me anything. I can Poison Spray him for 10 next turn if I really wanted to. Decided to not like your Steam version yet? Ooh, okay. Okay. This is only action buffs, right? Yeah, so I can still... Well, I'd heal... I'd do nothing, actually. That would be a horrible idea on my part. Man. Yeah, I don't think I beat this just because of how ridiculously powerful his attacks are. There's no damage reduction. It's all... Well, I think there's 2 Ramparts in here. What am I saying? But I need to prevent the Bomblings. He also got the Nut Opener. He got the Fluximo. Or he got... Well, I mean... Just for 2? Just to get it out of your hand or something? That's weird. Well, he couldn't attack me anyway, so, I mean... Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I'm gonna die. I do feel like I'm just gonna die. If I Clockwork Construct in the emergency system, it somewhat delays him, but I don't need to do it now. You lay Bombling. Moonlight Burrower. Okay, that explains it. Salvager for 8. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this deck is very well put together on just how much damage potential it has. I don't think I ever beat it. I don't think I ever beat it. Tentacles would have helped. Tentacles would have helped me, like, apply some pressure. Yeah. I mean, now he's got the 8 and the Nitro Hammer. I'm just, like, I'm dead. We know I'm dead. We both... I have no weapon removal or anything in this deck either. Yeah. I mean, I'll do this, and I'll heal for 1. This is a very attrition-y game, but when you have action cards that hit for 8, and you've laid this one card 3 times... When you've laid the one card, like, 3 times without, like, having to expend 3 cards, there's just no beating it. That's a very well-refined deck. I applaud New Wayne for coming up with it. I really do. But, actually, we'll decline this because it might be against the same guy. We'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit. Now we'll go in. With such a quick queue, it made me instantly think that it was the same guy. So we'll see. I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for this deck. It has, like, no hand disruption. I really didn't draw a whole lot of healing, either. Opponent declined the match. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a Shadowy Supplier for card draw. Mind you, I didn't have a whole lot of... Do I even run Shadow Supplier for this in this deck? Do I take these out for something else? I have Quarter Shade for card draw, and I'm not really doing a whole lot, so I'm just passing and drawing, so I don't think I need this. Actually. We'll cancel this. We'll go in here and we'll fix this a little bit. What do we need? What do we need? Do we just put in, like, 2 ramparts? Do we just need ramparts? The Atomic Avenger I also didn't feel like did anything either. Which is kind of sad. I mean, it's nice. But I think if I take these out and I add in... maybe put in 1 more Fixer and 1 more Construct. Because I do feel like Constructs are going to be really good in this deck. My other thought is like maybe I add in a tempo meddler in here too, like 1 or 2 tempo meddlers to keep my ramparts from spinning out. I can Corvus Shade, really good synergy with those. Even with the cannon, it's nice. I think it's too difficult to work with. We'll try this. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. We'll try it. This is still a deck in progress, mind you. Shake off the cobwebs. Yeah, I mean now that the season restarted, I do believe that everyone is going to be playing the tournament winning deck list to try and climb ladder. Because classic format is really good. I don't think that deck actually got hit with any of the digital erratas, in all opinion. And just Fluximoing for 3 turns, having me not able to put a card back and get any value out of it. I was a horrible matchup for him. So yeah. Hopefully we find someone more our league. Like Rocket Czar! Hopefully we find someone like Rocket Czar. Garbear will be here for every stream. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're having fun. My stream schedule is down below in the panels if you want to know when I stream. Oh, man. So he does run weapons or items. Okay. A Grim Glider in its home. Okay. Equips the tome. That makes sense. Makes sense to me. I don't need to do this now. It's kind of a bummer. Double Mantix. Oh, man. You are killing me right now. Regen Chamber against this matchup is horrible. It's horrible for me. I want to say I just passed. This is a nightmare. Yep, then he heals for 1 because of his ability. Restarts both those. Yeah. Rocket Czar, when you come back, I gotta talk to you to see if this deck, like, how long have you been working on this deck? Because this deck is, it's, I feel like it's a very well-refined deck. I'll put that out. Next turn, he's probably going to just pass and heal for 1. There's no point in laying Regen Chamber. Oh, there's a cannon. Another assassin. Okay. The fact that he got 2 of those in the opener. Yeah, my opponent's just a lucky little duckling. Just the luckiest little duckling you ever did meet. So I'm gonna take 4 and go into 11. I honestly think I'm just dead. Like, getting 2 of those and then both his weapons. This deck is way too slow to compete with that tempo. Here's a question. We built Wrangler Boom to Classic specs. With Classic not being in the app, would you change it now? I don't see why not. I do not see why not. Oh my word. Like, I'll rotate this forward and I don't want to for 1 healing. I'm in a huge pickle. I had no Shadow Puppet either. Like, come on. Finally. Finally I can be a little advantageous here. Healing? Okay. Yeah, I mean, we saw that coming. A mile away. Pass. Yeah, those things did so much damage to me, and having 2 in the opening hand hurt like no one's business. Like, no one's freaking business. That I do feel like this deck... I haven't drawn a Ramparts either for damage reduction. Like, there's so many cards I could have drawn to help me stay alive in the early game that he just got the perfect tempo and I got nothing. Yeah, I could have got Ramparts. I could have got a Shadow Puppet. I could have got a lot of stuff. But, yeah, this deck... Whoo! It does not... My deck does not deal well with tempo if I don't have the cards to deal with it properly. And trying to get a deck like that late into the late game... He runs Regrowth. Of course he does. Well, he's got attacks, but if he attacks me, I'll heal. Even if I lay Spirit Tap, I would need to draw another Dread card to lay Obfuscation next to it. I think in all honesty my best bet is to heal for 1 and draw. Kind of feels bad. He also hasn't laid a single buff removal yet. Actually, now I can just lay Obfuscation. Now I can just lay Obfuscation. But do I want to? Is it worth it? Because I don't have any of these Zarenkovs in the graveyard. I don't have my weapon in hand to Jadewing things out. My Mimicking Horror would end up going to the deck either way. I think I can wait. I think if I do this, and I pass, I'm fine. Ramparts will help. Ramparts will help a lot to keep me a little more alive. My God. Well, I think I gotta do this now. I think I'll pass. Tentacle's nice. Tentacle will apply some pressure. Hopefully better to buff removal too. My guess is he also runs Shadow Puppet if he's running Shadow. Okay. Okay. I'll draw 2. Things are not looking bad. I don't have another poison delay with obfuscation. So I need to Spirit Tap soon. But I don't think I do it yet. I think I just pass. I think I pass right now. Okay, now I can lay obfuscation and all that fun stuff. So... like, I'll most likely want this stuff to start rotating out before obfuscation so I can get those 2 assassins in to stick. Because with Ramparts there, like, I need 2 sticky buffs to stay on board. So I think I can Tentacle and even Emergency System now. And we'll see what he's got. We'll see what his buff removal is. Garbear gotta go. Thanks for joining in chat. Thanks for joining and watching the stream. I hope to see you in the future. I hope you had yourself a fun time. An Insect Swarm. Okay. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So now... now, actually, do I just like Spirit Tap? No. Because, I mean, he's most likely going to be starting attacking me soon. If I obfuscate... yeah, if I do this... I still have 2 sticky buffs that I can start replacing and whatnot. So now I have ways for... I'll take 1. Monstrous Defender, okay. So he's going to take 8. And he's only going to be able to remove... oh, okay, so he's going to... okay, not bad, not bad. Only remove that one, that's fine. But now I can do this. Do I do that, though? He has a Moss Ridge out. Maybe? Maybe I do. See if he wants to remove it. I'll pass. I have a Tyrex Fixer as well. I mean, he can Shadow Puppet it all day if he wants. I mean, the thing is, Rocketstar knows how this deck works. I literally explained it to him while he was on stream before we queued up. So, we will see. We will see what goes down. Sacred Aura, okay. I really don't want to do anything. I mean, I feel like next turn I can Body Morph. But even then, like, he's just got a lot of healing. This is a bummer. I can just pass. I can just pass. Okay. Obviously, the regen chamber is horrible right now because he takes me for 2 at the beginning of every turn. I'm gonna go down to 11. I mean, there's just a lot of things that kill me. Like, yeah. Just so much consistent damage. Kills the cannon. Okay. I mean, I knew that was coming. I think I'll heal. Ugh. Do I just Corvus Shade? Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm probably just dead. There's too much consistent board damage that I can't deal with. I can take 5 from an attack ability, and if he's got anything in hand, it's just, I'm game. Or just regrowths. Yeah. Yeah, no Shadow Puppets in hand, no nothing. So, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, that's my only option, is to Clockwork out the Ramparts. I can Clockwork that in, I can regen Chamber too. But, like, he's probably got a Shadow Puppet in hand. Or Reckless Spirit. I don't know what he paid for with this. They went by really quick, so I didn't get to see. There's a Reckless Spirit. Probably the Ramparts. Most likely the Ramparts. I mean, you have damage. Attack ability? Yeah, I mean, I'm at 1. I got nothing in hand to stop it. Give him the good game, and we'll forfeit. That's a tough matchup. I mean, so much consistent damage in that thing. There was nothing I could do. Like I said, the insects at the beginning of the game having 2 opener for him was nuts. It was just... GG, Rocket Sorry, that was a very good game. I feel like that deck you've played multiple times against me. Have you been working on that one a while? Because that one feels very well refined. Did I have trouble paying for Obfuscation? It wasn't paying for Obfuscation, it was the trouble surviving long enough for me to get 2 buffs behind it properly and survive. I didn't have a problem paying for it. It was I needed to find the buffs to put behind it so I could get, like, the whole setup. The setup for this is ridiculously difficult to do, and it's probably going to win 10% of the games it plays, in all honesty. Because all decks out there are just so much constant damage or aggro that I can't beat. I have healing, not a lot of damage mitigation, and I take way too long to get my... It's why you're playing it ranked. No, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. That deck looks very well refined. It can probably climb you very well. Nice build. But yeah, the deck, that was just a terrible matchup for me. You also had a nut opener with 2 of those Mantics and both your weapons. Like, there was nothing I could do. I was in a losing position from turn 2. There was nothing I could do. Yeah, this deck, like, it takes so long to work that you just die. And right now in the meta, it was a ridiculous opener. I didn't have a Shadow Puppet. Like, if I had a Shadow Puppet, I maybe could have survived, but I didn't have anything to help. It was horrible on my part. So yeah, nicely done. Very well done. But yeah, like, in this matchup, or in this deck, I have 2 Ramparts for damage mitigation, which is nothing. I have healing, but not enough, especially if I'm going against the consistent damage like that. Regen Chamber does me nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's not a whole lot of buffs in here that people are afraid to remove, so me get the Zerikov cannon out. Like, I literally get this out super late game, and I don't disrupt my opponent at all, which is why this deck is never going to win. It's still a fun concept, and I still would really like it to do well, but I don't think it ever will, at least in this meta, just because of how this deck really makes your opponent free and able to do anything without putting any pressure on them. And you have to wait so long to get Zerikov cannon out. Like, it's way too niche. It's way too fine niche to be able to do anything properly. Yeah, I mean, it conceptually looks like a lot of fun. But, like I said, there's so many flaws, and one of them is just, this deck, you literally felt no pressure when playing against this deck. You could do whatever you wanted. You were fine drawing 2 a turn, you were fine laying your buffs out, because I was just playing hyper defensively, and I was not applying any pressure to you. And that's what the deck flaws from, is your opponent can literally do anything they want to you, and you have to play defensively, and that's always a losing position. That is always a losing position. I didn't draw a single tentacle to even, like, attack you with anything like that. I didn't, like, this... The concept is fine, but I don't think this ever wins, ever. Sad to say. I don't think this deck ever wins, ever. So we're going to shelf this. We're going to shelf it. I tried, guys. I still want to play a few more before we go on to the... I think we'll just play some more Mill. We'll play some more Mill on Ranked. Until about an hour, and then I'll try and build a General Carnage. Or not a General Carnage, a Tusk Rage. Is it General Tusk Rage? No. What's his name? What's Tusk Rage's first name? Or first... Pancake, man! Overseer. Thank you, Rocket Star. Overseer Tusk Rage. Nice opener. Nice opener. So in this one... This is definitely a weapon guy. Obviously, for sure. And he is most likely going to be winning with the Vine Lash combonies. Oh, I got another turn. With the Vine Lash combonies, I think... Unless Pancake Man made a brand new deck. We can always opt for that. He might have made a brand new deck with this. We'll see what weapons he pulls. Shard of Gravis. Not looking different, though. Which Hero Fresh Gen are you talking about? And with this, actually, his... Okay, so I can't defend. If I just remove that, though... So neither of us can defend. Cool. I think I'll pass. Sipid Spawner. Oh, Tusk Rage. Okay, sure. So this guy is also probably running like Crushing Chargers as well. If he's the deck I think he is, I'm not going to go ahead and guarantee you it. How many cards do I have in my hand now? 8? I'm at 8? I think if I put out Raging River... I put out Raging River. That'll be nice. I mean, he can Charger my hand all he wants. 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 If he also just uses his item ability to draw 2, he'll go up and I'll get a card back from the ring. The ring kind of offsets the charger, which is nice. The ring really offsets the charger. But mind you, he's also drawing a lot of cards. Barkeep, okay. Now charger. Now the charger. Reckless Spirit, okay. So that's 1 spirit down. How many cards are in my hand? 9. So if I Squid and I Singing Blade, I'm at 7. He can then Shard of Gravis and Charger me, which will put him at 7, so I'll basically have 6 next turn. Treetop Tribunal, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So far there's no Shadow Weapon, so I don't have to worry about the 32 damage in 1 turn. But I do have to worry about, like, his other attack cards. Like this, I also don't run Mari Bard. Like, I should really splice a Mari Bard into this deck, right? I really should. I think I do this. Mill him for 2 at least. See what I get. Why would I do that when I could do this? Oh, yes! And a Spirit of Balance. Cha-ching. Okay. So, one of his weapons is gone. He's got a Root Slinger at back. I also even have the Creeble Nurse Sip at Spawner if I want to mill him for 1 more. Shard of Gravis. Okay. I'll draw 1. Hurricane Spirit's nice. Hurricane Spirit's very nice. So it'll be what, 2 defend cards? So I could Creeble Nurse Hurricane Spirit. Creeble Nurse Hurricane Spirit. Because I'm trying to think, if he's just playing the deck that was online, he doesn't run any Astral or Dread or other wind cards in the deck. Those are just items used for being items. Woods of Confusion, okay. So I can't defend. Kinda stinks. Kind of stinks. But what I can do is I can do this. And now I can defend. And I can mill you for 1. Oh, that's nice. One of his big attack cards is gone. Nice, nice, nice. Now, if he doesn't remove Spiritual Turmoil, I can just lay it back down again. Shard of Gravis, okay. Storm Calling, very nice. Very nice. Blacksmith out. Probably his other weapon before I mill it. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, if I lay Spiritual Turmoil, so that's 2 Woods of Confusions down. He's got 1 left in the deck, which are really the only key things to Thunderslug, right? They're the only real key things to Thunderslug. He's got 12 cards in his deck. I can afford to do this again and mill him again. Mill him for another 2. Another combo and a Monstrous Defender. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Very nice. So I'll probably want to like Creeble Nurse, Vitalizing Frog next turn, double defend on him. See what he's got. Camouflage, okay, that's fine. I can't attack, but I mean, I can defend up the wazoo. I can't attack him, which means this buff is dormant. But if I do this, just defend up the wazoo, I should be golden. I can really Thunder Slug this away if I need to, but Reckless Spirit, probably the Turmoil? Okay. So that's 2 buffs now gone. Or 2 buff removals now gone. Salvager for 6. Sure. Sure. Healing Rain. Ooh, okay. Supply carrier, and oh, wow! Okay, got rid of a lot of buff removal, that was nice. Oh, but wait, his weapon's already gone, so he can't use that anyway. Drew a Thunder Slug. I really want to be able to draw defend cards. Umbra and Salvager, okay. So, I need to draw a defend. Like, pull me into a defend. Come on. That's not a defend. Okay, my only hope... Oh, this is a defend. And it'll mill him. Oh my word, okay. Oh my. Yes. All of the yes. I'll heal for 2. Mill him for 2. And defend. And then again, if he doesn't Reckless Spirit, his entire hand is gone. Next turn. I gotta see what he does. I mean, he could attack me and put me down below 16, in which case I need to, like... Okay. He's still at 7. Umbra and Salvager. Okay. Okay. So now... Oh, not even Healing Rain saves him anymore. I gotta do this and try and draw into some... Actually, no, I think I'm just dead. I think I'm just dead. Well, no, I need... If I draw a defend, I can rotate this back, right? If I draw a defend, I can rotate this back. Oh, my word. Yeah, I need Mari Bard in this deck. I need 1 Mari Bard. That's not a defend. There's a defend. But I'll mill myself for 1. I won't hit him. But it's probably worth it at this point. Raging River, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. I needed to defend. Please use your shard. I'm begging you to use your shard. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm just dead. I can't heal. Yeah. No, good game, man. I can't get around the Treetop Tribunal. I can't do it. I need a Mari Bard. This deck needs a Mari Bard. For things like this, for instances like that, I need Mari Bard. Alright. Slotting in 1 Mari Bard to get around ridiculous things like that. Because I think that's the second time that I lost where I needed a Mari Bard and I couldn't do it. What do I take out? 1 Creeble Nurse, maybe? Where are you? There we are. So I need Mari Bard. I don't think I need 2. I think 1 is fine. If I end up needing 2, like basically I need to draw it, right? I need to draw it. But Hurricane Spirit should allow me card draw. All this other stuff should allow me card draw. I think I should be fine. But yeah, I felt like I had that game if I was able to remove that buff. I felt like I could have won that game. But man, that Mari Bard, if I had that Mari Bard, I could have found a way around it. But what are we going to do, right? What are we all going to do? Soldier 21. Playing against Dread. Man, Dread has so much consistent damage. And Graveyard Recursion. This is horrible. This is horrible. Passing and drawing. Nothing so far. Not a good opener. Yeah, we're just climbing down in ladder right now. We'll at least give him the nice hello. We'll give him a nice hello. Playing a Raging River could be nice. If all he's doing is drawing. Put down a Raging River. We do have a Thunder Slug, which is nice for buff removal. We'll put this down and we'll draw one. That's fine. Suspicious Squid with no combos. Storm Calling is not a combo right now that I want to be able to just chuck. So we can lay a card and draw now. Now he's got to start being a little proactive. Or, okay. Interesting. Interesting choices. I'll just draw two. Like, I got nothing going on. This is a bad opener. In the process of making a Magrock deck. Nice. Magrock is a fun hero to play around with. I think he has a lot of potential. A Tentacle, sure. And a Hexmaster. Haven't seen that card in a long time. I don't think I honestly... Oh, I gotta move two back? Yeah, those are fine. I'm not doing anything right now. I want Thunder Slug for later. Magrock? Yeah, Magrock is quite honestly amazing. I think I'll draw two Squids and a Healing Rain. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Egan ability. Another Hexmaster. Oh, there goes my Thunder Slug. Wow. Now, double Hexmaster to remove my Thunder Slugs. This guy's pretty ingenious. Well, I mean, when you have it, you have it. So we'll just put that out there. I think we could just Squid. I think Squidding is fine. Next turn we can Healing Rain. Probably bait out a buff removal. Or depending on what he does, we could Sip and Spawner for free. Could always Sip and Spawner for free. Mill him for one. Pestle Inspector. Alright. Yeah, just what that was ridiculous. Starting with double Noxmaster to remove my hand. That's pretty impressive, Soldier. So I can mill for one, and I can lay Hurricane Spirit. Oh, that's a beautiful mill. Beautiful! Then I'll lay that, see what he's got. So I'll take 3, going on to 20. Toxic Frog. My word. Yeah, he just had all the buffs and he wanted to make sure I didn't have any buff removal. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. I gotta say so myself. I gotta say so myself. James Rehab, love that frog. It's a nice frog, man. It's a really nice frog. I think Healing Rain now. God, I mean, if he has Shadow Puppet, that's just bad. Do I just Frog and pass? wait a turn or so. Like, I want to get the mill on, but at the same time, if he's got the puppet, I'm hoping he, like, well, even if he does lay the puppet now, I got a suspicious play next turn anyway. I'm gonna take 6 next turn. That's nuts. Okay. Okay, well, you know. There's the puppet. Okay. I knew the puppet was coming. I knew the puppet was coming. So now... Oh man, I can't double water. This is such a... just detrimental spot I'm in. I think I'll squid and heal for 3 with the nurse. I think I'll do that. Next turn I can Healing Rain. I'm going to take 7 and go down to 18. Depends on what he does here. Okay. Draws a card. Man, 2 Hexmasters. Double Hexmaster to remove my... Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to be in a world of hurt now. Because if... Then again, if he has a Shadow Puppet, the game's just his. If he has a second one, the game is just his. But there's so much happening right now. Okay. So well, that's nice. Put that back, draw me a card. Hopefully it's a... Oh! Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, lay more buffs. Do it. Lay them all. Spread them all out. Darn it! I knew he had the Shadow Puppet. I knew he did. Well, 2 frogs down. 2 Shadow Puppets down. I mean, with his Graveyard Recursion, though, that's just... It was bound to happen. Healing for 4. Removing 2 tentacles. Now we're going to get into the... Necro Dreadlings. He's going to bring those tentacles back. Raging River's nice. Slow his card draw down. Oh, things are not looking up for me. This is... Facing 2 Dread opponents, my word. Who would have thought the Dread would be so good against Mill, right? Who would have thought it? Also, I have not had buff removal since he moved it back. It's kind of bad. Kind of bad. Another Widow? Dude, you can calm down now. Okay? You can calm down now. Gotta heal. Draw. Mari Bard. That could help me delay it for a few turns. Depends on what he does. Okay. I go down to 8. But if I do this, he can't really overwhelm me unless he Shadow Puppets it for the next turn or 2. I can also Unruly Mob, Reckless Spirit in... Ugh. I also cannot wait till cards like Defiler and all that stuff get rotated out. It's really nice. It's really nice when I have them. It's a pain when he has them. Oh, and that buff rotates out, so I can only get 1 back. Darn it! Like, I'd get back a frog, and it would be my turn to heal for 6. Oh my word, this is so bad. I think if I pass draw... Finally! A slug! Finally! I mean, I could just be dead. Could just be dead. You have got to be kidding me. Well, guys. Good game. Good game. Good game. You got a chest? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, going against... Was that 2 Dread decks in a row? With Mill? That was just... Ugh. Okay. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. We're playing memes. I don't like losing personally, but I do enjoy the memes. I would like if the memes would work. That's all. That's all I'm asking. But, yeah, no, it's better than Sicario. It's better than Sicario. Stay in a positive attitude. It's always better than Sicario. Incoming Sicario. Don't you dare put that on me, James. Don't you dare. No. No, 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 no. The meme does work, it's just aggro works better. Yeah. Like I said, this deck is meant to stop those combo synergistic ones. It's meant to stop OTK. Mind you, it didn't stop the Treetop Tribunal because it didn't have Maribard. But it's meant to stop the like big one-hit wonder decks, prevent them from doing their stuff like that. I want to say this deck might do well against Astral. But then again, I faced an Astral deck and got destroyed because it was Cassini Astral. It was just tempo damage Astral, and that's just really hard to deal with. But yeah, I mean, the deck this loses to is multiple resource deck. Probably Magrock. I almost can guarantee you I'm going to lose to Magrock as well. Because I mean, pretty much anything that's Dread with tentacles, I'm going to lose to, right? I'm going to lose to those 9 times out of 10. Put this into play. Pass. Just like 9 times out of 10 I'm going to lose. Because the tentacles will get so much value, and if you think about it, like, if a tentacle gets 8 damage, that's ridiculous. There's a Night Lurker. Doom Tops. And he's got so many buffs, there's not going to be a whole lot on top of his discard pile. Well, Unruly Mob. It's probably going to be a good one for this matchup. You can only attack me once a turn. Everyone's just playing Dread right now, and it's making this deck horrible. Just ridiculously horrible. Rock Fists. Okay. Okay, makes sense. I think I just pass draw. So there's the Thunder Slug into Sipid Spawner. It's just really good. Mill him for 2. But essentially, like, he's got Necro Dreadlings that can bring him his tentacles back. So, like... And an Ancient Miner. Okay. Do I kill the Miner? No, I kill the combo, right? I always kill the combo. Because then I Sipid Spawner in for 2. And I got nothing, so it doesn't do me anything. 1 more Night Lurker and a Spectral Widow. Okay. Okay, not the best. Not the best. But he's going to draw a card, unless he's got a Shadow Puppet. I get to remove those 2 buffs as well. He's got 3 cards in hand. Of course, he top decks it. So why not, right? Why not just top deck a Shadow Puppet when you need it? I want to say that nowadays Magrox do run like Obfuscation, so I have to keep that in mind as well. Raging River could be good. Mind you, he's just going to attack me for 2 and he'd draw 1, but it'll slow down his card draw. Also, with Ancient Miner only drawing him 1, that's really good too, so. Gotta think about that. Do this. I don't think he ever hits me for a bunch. Okay, I can blacksmith in the second weapon now. Just to get it out of the deck. So that's just 1 card for the turn. Lay a card, use the attack action. Like, yeah, I lose to decks that have so much value out of them. And Dread is that. That's what it is. I'm just going to keep talking about why I'm losing, so I make myself feel better. We'll have to have like just a day where we serious ladder climb with some just good decks, you know. I feel like Saturday's just a relaxing day. First weekend of the season, we'll just play some memes for your enjoyment. Okay, I can Whirlwind. 1 Shadow Puppet is gone, right? I haven't got a squid yet. I want to say if I do Whirlwind now, I'm okay. I'm okay. He's only allowed to draw 1 more card next turn. So he's got, what, a total of 3 cards plus whatever in his hand to find another Shadow Puppet? Ooh, that's a nice Thunderslug. So we'll see what he does. Of course he has it. Of course he has it. He top decked it last turn, too. Like, I don't even want a Thunderslug now. I want more buffs to be on the board. Sip and Spawner. I mean, this game is his. All he has to do is keep hitting me for 2, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. I've played 1 slug so far, right? Yeah, okay. So 2 Shadow Puppets down for him. 1 slug for me. Mind you, he's probably running items too, so I don't know if he's also running other buff removal. Okay, I got a free card. Thank you. That's actually a good one. It's not a bad one. It's a good one. I've played, what, 2 combos? No, just the 1. I keep getting these games so mixed up because they all just flow for me. I don't know why. Probably because I'm losing them so quickly and so detrimentally that it hurts. It hurts my soul. And I'm like, yeah, it's just all one long sad game. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Heal for 7, mill you for 2. Get out of here. Get out of my house. Not bad ones. He doesn't get his combo back. So next turn, if he doesn't remove that, I get to draw 2. He puts 2 back. So far, I have not seen another item or even a blacksmith in here yet. So there's the 3rd Shadow Puppet. Okay. Okay, guys. We've seen a Night Lurker go too, right? Yeah, so maybe this is his only Night Lurker. Maybe he run... Well, he could run 3. He could run 3 Night Lurkers. But I am A-okay with killing this thing. Because if he wants to waste one of his actions to deal 2 damage to me, go for it. I'm not going to let him get 2 free damage on me. Oh, and the Root Singer allows me to bring 2 cards back. I'm thinking Sipit Spawner and a Frog. Sipit Spawner and a Frog. Just because I do enjoy the mill. There's the Dreadling I was talking about. There's the Dreadling. Tentacle. Spider, for all I know. Oh, and a Night Lurker. Okay. Okay. But, I mean, this is definitely the turn. Do I even care about spawners? Do I just bring back a Hurricane Spirit and a Frog? Really start just manipulating his hands. Yeah. I think I do. Then I can lay the Spirit. Like, I'm surprised I haven't drawn a single squid. What's the deal? Pass draw 1, sure. I'm gonna Frog and pass draw 1. Can I please draw my squid? Please. Nope. I mean, I want to lay that. So I have only one combo? Well, I can lay Healing Rain at least. Get full value out of it. But I think I want to do this first. I think this first is better. Mountain Fort, sure. Maybe I should just lay Healing Rain and let this sit, because I know I can't remove it. And I'll wait till he gets a better hand. That's the smart play. That's the smart play. He can't remove any more of my buffs. So I'll wait till he has at least a decent hand for me to do this to. Draws into the Frog. He's got 5 healing, which is... yeah, okay. I'm never really going to do damage to him. There we go. Now he's got hands. Now he's got a hand to disrupt. Put some of those cards back. I've got a good position. You would think that, but I have yet to see a single tentacle either in his graveyard or his deck. I've only got 1 Thunder Slug. I gotta basically save the Living Whirlpool for when I'm in dire needs of it. But right now, I'm on the verge of coming back. But I would not, in any way, shape, or form, say that he couldn't come back and win this. Just because of how good Dread is at getting value out of their constant damage buffs. We know he's got a Night Lurker back in deck. We're almost guaranteeing he's got those tentacles. I think we just pass draw. We really have nothing we can do. I mean, I can Maribard for a few turns. Okay. Seriously, where are my squids? All 3 of them are in the bottom here now. Because he didn't Shadow Puppet one, did he? No, he Shadow Puppet one. All 3 of them are in my bottom 11 cards. What kind of mill game is this where all my mill is at the bottom? Huh? Last 3 cards. Don't even say that, Phil. Don't even. Still no. Wow. This is nuts. This is nuts. How many Sipid spawners have I used too? 1, 2. I think there's only 2 in this deck now. No, there's 3. And there's still one more Root Singer as well. Okay, so there's a Night Lurker. Nope, 1, 3, and 5. If that were the case, like, yeah, how do I mill you if you've drawn your entire deck by the time I get to my mill? Huh? What do I do? What do I do with that? I got Spiritual Turmoil. That's pretty cool. He's also got 3 combos in his deck, mind you. Like Obfuscation. Maybe I do just Thunderslug these and give him False Hope for when I Living Whirlpool his whole board. Maybe I do that. Oh, no, actually, if I Maribar the Obfuscation. Yeah. Oh, that's a better idea. That's a much better idea. God, I just need to draw. This is so sad. Come on, where are my squids? Nope. Who said 1, 3, and 5? This is ridiculous. This is nuts. I'm playing a mill deck. Oh, that's not good. That's getting Thunderslugged. Okay, so he's baiting out the Thunderslug. That's fine. I still have Maribar with Living Whirlpool because I have yet to see another item that says like, "Hey, no more wet or no more from you." Yeah, I think I do this actually. Kill this bad boy. Remove that. Oh my. He's still got 2 buffs, right? Yeah, okay. I say, why is my Root Singer not activating? Okay, okay, we finally got one at 6. We got one at 6. We're doing it, guys. Zek has 12. I think Whirlwind... Did Whirlwind go away already? Yeah, Whirlwind went away. But if he's just literally going to do this and not draw, that means his deck is going to be full. That means his deck is going to be full for me to have some fun. So I'll put 2 cards back. Suspicious Squid this turn. Put that out. Probably has a few more Dreadlings. Probably. I would not be surprised if he ran 2 Dreadlings. In a Magrock deck? Like, yeah. Okay, so there's 2. We're still down to the 1 and 3, though. We're still down to the 1 and 3 slots. So, whoever called it, Wranglathor, I believe it was you, could get the 1, 3, and 6. So, okay, now he's got all that. I feel like Spiritual Turmoiling is right up my alley. I can use a Dust Fiend and a Dust Fiend to pay for it, because that's how awesome Storm is. Mill 2, there's a Boulder Feast, and a Redeemer, so no more combos coming back either. So I think I have 1 Sipid Spawner, And 2 squids were in the deck. There's my second squid. That's nice. That's really nice. So I can squid Root Singer next turn. Ooh, actually, do I want to heal? Spectral Widow. I could Living Whirlpool as well. Heal for 2, kill those, mill them for another 2. I think Living Whirlpool might be fine. Yeah, if I live in Whirlpool now, with this and this, Maribard Squid. I want to save the Maribard just in case he does run Obfuscation. Like, I'm being that greedy with it. Oh, Living Shadows. Ooh, that would have been nasty. So next turn I can even... There's only 3 in here? 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, there's always only going to be 3. So he's got 6 cards left in deck. If I Raging River Squid, he'll only be able to draw 1. I forgot I don't have Water Supremacy. I forgot I don't have Water Supremacy. Okay. Do I bring back a Sipit Spawner? Oh, that was dumb. We'll do this. We'll do this. You can only draw 1. I would have liked to be able to Suspicious Squid and then, like, either Spiritual Turmoil or even Storm Calling next turn to mill him for 4, so all he has left is what's in his hand. But if I move these back, and then I mill him, like, the turn afterwards... Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. You can still only draw 1. But check this play out. Check. Oh, I get 2. That's right. You guys ready for this? Guess who's got a free action in hand? Boom. Check it. Now I can link combos next turn. You can still only draw 1. Bring him down to 3. Actually, then I'll move it. Ooh, actually. I will want to... Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to want a frog. Definitely. Definitely going to want a frog. So I can move 2 cards back and frog. So I won't be able to mill him appropriately. Because I want a frog. I want to use my water action. So I don't die. That would be best if I did not die. Mind you, he's only allowed to draw 1 more card. How many cards are in his discard? Or in his deck? Oh! Oh! Yeah, but nothing heals me. Nothing heals me. Like, I gotta think strategically here. He can only draw 1. I can mill the last 2. He's got, what, 3 combos in his hand? Because I've milled... So he's got 2 combos. He's got 2 combos. I have 2 cards in my deck. Storm Calling is actually better for me right now. So I'll get those combos back, and if he does, like, somehow just board buff, I have Living Whirlpool back now. Healing Rain is really nice. Being able to Healing Rain next turn to heal for 4, it's pretty clutch. Pretty clutch. He's only able to draw 1 more card. Ooh. Okay, so I can frog. I mean, if he double draws, he's got to discard one, right? So he's got to do something and draw one. In which case, I Vitalizing Frog. Okay, yeah, lay a combo. Yeah, lay a combo. Yes, do it, all of it, all of it. So he'll get 3 cards back in his hand. I'm gonna Frog and Sip It Spawner him for 2. Which will basically cut out his deck. Because he's got 3. He'll move 3 back. Whatever he pays for combos goes into the deck. He'll draw 1. Or no, he was at 1. He was at... No, he was at 2. All attack cards. Sure. Shroud of Night. Okay. So he's got 2 in his discard, right? 2 in his discard. If I heal for 6 and mill those 2. Next turn I can Healing Rain. Well, there goes a Squid. There goes a Spectral Widow. And a Shroud of Night. Okay. So now I need to Healing Rain. I think... No, he's still got one more combo. He's got one more combo. Spectral Widow. Okay. I mean, if he buffs... Okay. Healing Rain puts me at 20. And then I do have just, like, infinite damage with Spiritual Turmoil if things go sideways. Okay. Spectral Mantics. Sure. Sure. Did I... No, I haven't Living Whirlpooled again yet. I have not done that yet. Okay. Man, I'm still somewhat gonna win a mill variant when I didn't draw a single Suspicious Squid until the last 6 cards of my deck. At least I might. I still got another heal for 4. Did I use all my Root Singers? Are all my Root Singers gone? Are all my Root Singers gone? 1, 2... Do I still have another Vitalizing Frog in the deck? No, there's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'm out of healing now. I am out of healing. And I put that down so his buffs don't do anything. Mind you now... Oh, that was a shame. Because he can just remove this for free now. Without it rotating out. That was actually a really misplay on my part. Really big misplay on my part. So, he has to have 14 points of damage. Does he have it? No, there's no way one action card deals 8. Ah, okay. Okay. Woo! What was that? Can you look through your discard pile when you play... Yes, you can. In real life, you can look through either player's discard pile. He has Swamp Peddler, but it was like one of the first ones I milled. I thought I saw it get milled in this. Was it another Dread matchup? It must have been another Dread matchup. I have Cribble Nurse for healing. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. And then I'll draw, see what I get. Living Whirlpool, not bad. Well, guys, we won the mill. Oh, I didn't know I was being demoted. I did not know I was in demotion territory. I must have been playing really bad with that other deck. Woo! Woo! Okay, seeing as how these mill games take like 30 minutes, we're going to take a quick break. And then we'll come back and we'll build General Overseer Tuskridge. Alright, time to make coffee. Yeah, do it. Do it to it. I still got stuff to complete today. Sweet, that'll be fun. So yeah, we will take a quick break. I'm happy this mill deck does okay. I'm glad that mill is not OP as install was. I'm glad that it is still somewhat viable. But yeah, there's definitely like you play mill against those combos, right? You play mill against people that want to look for specific cards. That's what mill is for. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.